Now it's time for Money Matters. Hurricane Dorian is taking aim at the East Coast, and already businesses up and down the shores are seeing some problems.
Dylan Schoonover is the CMO of Strategic Wealth Designers. It's Schoonover, right? He's here to talk about the economic impact of Dorian. And Dylan, we don't know fully what the impact of this is going to be just yet. But looking back at previous storms, what might we likely expect?
Right. So like Chris said, it's moving so slow. Obviously, the Bahamas has been devastated, and I think we're going to see some catastrophic things there. I saw on Google Images what the Bahamas looked like before and after the storm has kind of come through, and that was amazing. But what we can look at historically is something like just 2 years ago, Harvey, and Harvey absolutely decimated Houston. And that's very interesting that Houston is the 23rd, if it was its own country, it's the 23rd largest economy in the world, bigger than Sweden, bigger than Poland. And so you think about the impact of just one city, but it's not just one city. Here we're going all the way up the coast. So we're seeing, 91% of flights today in Orlando are being canceled. And so that's a major impact for people all over the country who are going in or out of Orlando for business. And then you have, like you guys talked about, where Kentucky is going to be sending people down, and that's affecting families here. And they're certainly going to help, and it'll be a good cause. But depending on where it hits and how hard it hits, we're talking about billions, trillions of dollars.
And just people shying away from major vacation destinations.
Absolutely. Yeah, this is still a great time to take a late vacation.
Yeah.
Well, of course, safety is first and foremost. Getting things like power and water restored is also very critical. After areas are safe, what does the normal recovery time frame look like for businesses?
Yeah, so it depends. Obviously, we heard, sadly, already 2 people have already died in Florida just by boarding up their homes or their businesses. And it depends on what exactly is going to take place. But you could end up with a situation where it can take years to even analyze it. Hurricane Katrina or Harvey, 10 to 15 years, and they're still going to be looking back and trying to assess the damage there from the torrential flooding, certainly the destruction of properties. And then oftentimes people rebuild in the same spot, and that can take a long time, especially if thousands of properties are destroyed.
We don't have hurricanes in Kentucky, sometimes the aftermath, and we do have tornadoes that come through. How does insurance play into situations like this?
Yeah, so that's key for people to understand because, hurricanes are actually going to be covered under general coverage insurance, and tornadoes will as well, but flood insurance is not. And so a lot of times, even I reference Harvey again, but there are several lawsuits going on right now because everyone who got flooded there, they're actually suing the Army Corps of Engineers because they released all the water out of the dam. So flooding could be a big problem that people don't always have coverage for. So if you are in a floodplain, you're going to definitely want to consider that and move some things up to a second level because that is not covered. But hopefully, for the most part, tornadoes here, we're going to be okay, and insurance will take care of that.
All right, good information to have,
Thank
Dylan.
you.
Thank you very much. And learn more ways to make your money matter on WKYT.com.
And if you have something you want us to discuss, send an email to news@WKYT.com. We'll talk about it here.